Alright YouTube, so if you've seen today's Monster Files with Dr. Frico, then you'll know that this is my top 10 ghost movies. Now, like in all the other top 10 lists that I do, this is all my opinion, okay? And you don't need to agree with any of it. So let's get it underway. Now, most of these ghost films are probably not considered ghost horrors, but I've done my best to rank up my favourite ghost films. But you know, I could keep saying I'm more of a werewolf and a slasher hound and a slasher gorehound sort of person when it comes to horror, but I do like supernatural creatures. So let's get going. At number 10 it is Ghost Town, supernatural comedy starring Ricky Gervais. And Ricky Gervais, he plays some guy in it he plays a dentist who hates his life and everything, and also has bowel troubles, and then goes for an operation. He realises that in his post-surgery he died for about 5 minutes, and then he came back to life after that. Where, sorry, the light's not that perfect. It's a really crap day today in England. But then he discovers he can see ghosts, and then he gets pestered and mired by the ghosts to help him with their unfinished business. But yeah, it's a funny film. It's enjoyable. If you like Ricky Gervais, I mean, I think he's all right. He's a funny guy when he can be. So yeah, number 10, Ghost Town. Number 9, it is Ghost. Yes, again, it's not a horror. It's a supernatural romantic thriller. Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore, Whoopi Goldberg. Patrick Swayze plays a guy who gets stabbed in a mugging and then comes back as a ghost. And he tries to warn his wife that she's in danger, so he goes to Whoopi Goldberg, who's a psychic medium. But yeah, it's quite moving and it's romantic, and yeah, call me a soppy bollocks if you want, but you know, I did like this film and stuff. I said to my cousin we should do a parody of the whole scene with the clay and stuff, spoof. That's Ghost. Number 8 is Casper. Yes, again, it's child friendly. It's a family film, but that's always having a place in my childhood. Casper, Bill Pullman, Christina Ricci, Eric Idle, some other people, and all about the friendly ghost Casper and his 3 believed to be uncles, the ghostly trio. Yeah, but don't worry, if you don't like horror films, but you like ghost films, and you don't like ghost horror films, then yeah, you probably would like to watch Casper. Okay, so next it is Poltergeist. Not the recent remake, I'm on about the 1982 original directed by Steven Spielberg. Now, my dad told me I should never watch it because it's right scary, but when I watched it I thought, this isn't scary. What's scary about a little girl turning around going, they're here? That's not scary. I didn't find the film scary at all. But what I did find a bit creepy was the whole scene with the skeletons. They are apparently real skeletons. So next, number 6 is A Christmas Carol. I know it's nothing to do with Halloween, but it's still a ghost film, and I'm on about the 1951 version, Scrooge, with Alistair Sim as as Scrooge, and then there's the spirits. But yeah, it's probably one of my favourite Christmas stories of all time, and you know, A Christmas Carol is considered a ghost story. It is. Yeah, and I know it's nothing to do with Halloween, but this is ghost films, I said. I never said anything about it being horror ghost films. This is just ghost films. Okay, next, at number 5 is the 13th Ghost. Shannon Elizabeth, Tony Shellhound. The 2001 remake. I like that film. Scared me a bit as a kid, but now I'm completely immune. I embrace the fear. It's a good ghost movie. I like how creative they are with the ghosts. they almost look like Cenobites, you know, like in Hellraiser. But yes, 13th Ghosts, it's an okay film. It's also got Matthew Lillard in it as a medium. Yeah, so 13th Ghosts. If you like anything that's gory and ghouly, then this is the one. Okay, so now we're down to my number 4 pick. Number 4 is family-friendly Ghostbusters. Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and those other two guys. You know, Sigourney Weaver, Britt Morales. It's just, you know, it's a classic, and they're rebooting that film, and it's out next year with a female cast. So I don't know if it's a good idea or not. I mean, I'm open to it. I'll check it out, but I'm not holding my breath for anything right good. So that's Ghostbusters. The theme song sang by Ray Parker Jr. They even made a sequel which probably didn't do as good as the original, but I did like Ghostbusters 2 though. Okay, so at number 3 it is Death Watch. You know, set in the dying days of World War One, some British soldiers are lost in a trench, and they're getting picked off one by angry German spirits that are dead. We then find that the trench that they're trapped in is a state of limbo, and it stars Jamie Bell, and Andy Serkis. A subscriber of mine, Emma the Spooky Astronaut, she watched this film recently and reviewed it, and I really liked it. How, you know, when she reviewed it, yeah, I was really excited. I'm glad that she enjoyed it, and it is an enjoyable film. If you like war films and action sequences in horror films, then yeah, this is a good one. But for action fans, like she said, you might get a little bit lost in it, but still, it's a good film. I enjoyed it, so hopefully you might too. Okay, oh, and also, Spooky Astronaut Emma, if she's watching this, I hope she'll comment down below. But yeah, she has a great channel, check it out. She's doing like a series of 31 Days of Horror. So, you know, I'll leave a link to her channel in the description below. I know she won't mind. Anyway, back to the list. It is at number 2, The Frighteners, starring Michael J. Fox as a sidekick con man. He has some spiritual friends, and yeah, he just cons people and stuff. He doesn't really take his job seriously. He doesn't really, you know, plan or try to help out ghosts. But then there's like this evil, like, Reaper spirit tearing out people's souls and stuff. It's also, you know, it's directed by Peter Jackson. Peter Jackson did a lot of really low, so bad it's good horror stuff in the beginning of his career, but now he's known as one of the, you know, well, look, he gave us the Lord of the Rings trilogy. You know, I like those films. I just don't get why every one of them is 3 hours long. You know, I can't sit for that long. I have to watch in stages. Anyway, enough of that for now. So I'm going to give out some honourable mentions to some ghost movies that didn't make my top 10, but they deserve their call out. So that's number. Honourable mentions: Ghostbusters 2, Poltergeist 2 and 3, Ghost Town, which is a low-budget Western horror, The Headless Ghost. What else? The 13th Ghost original film. Yeah, Paranormal Entity. You know, The Possession, I think, if that you can call that one. Yeah, but like I said, I'm more into werewolves than any other supernatural monster movie. So, you know. So anyway, let's just get to my number 1, shall we? Number 1 is Paranormal Activity. I went to see this film with my sister, and I didn't find it scary at all until like the last minute when the whole camera went whoosh. You know, that made me jump, and that did creep me out. The second one did creep me out for a few days, but I'm completely immune to it all. You know, it's a series that I've been watching from the beginning. I mean, I never watched it when it was an online film. I watched it when it came out in pictures in 2009, even though it was made in 2007. It was released theatrically in 2009. and it has so many realistic elements to it, and I would recommend Paranormal Activity. A lot of people will know what it is, and it has a big cult following. So yes, Paranormal Activity is number one. So what's your top 10 ghost movies? Let me know in the comments section down below. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you want to, subscribe, well, please subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you after this one. And also, I'm on social media, so there'll be links to my Facebook page. Please like that, and also a link to my Twitter. Please follow me on Twitter, and yeah, to stay updated and to what I get up to when I'm not on YouTube. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, till next time, goodbye friends. Oh yeah, how can you tell ghosts are lying? Because you can see right through them.